Whenever you make a film of any kind that includes actors and a big production, you're bound to run into some problems. Because you see, when making a short film, there are often more problems than there are easy things. Of course, it takes skill to make a short film because you gotta know what you're doing. However, you can't make a product without running into a lot of problems. So our process basically started with us all sitting down and brainstorming to come up with an idea for a short film. We then used about 2 hours brainstorming the idea. I came up with the idea, and then I used the next 3 hours on writing the script, while the others worked on a storyboard. When that was all done, we made arrangements for filming. And here's where our first problem came up, and the biggest problem, which was unserious actors. Now, don't get me wrong or anything, I loved working with these people, and they were all amazing at doing what they did. However, life just sort of came in the way, and it basically ended up taking us way longer to film it than it should have. But anyways, we got it filmed, but even that was a struggle. This was partly because of sound problems.
Ja, kom maar.
And partly because the people I worked with were not professional actors. This caused a lot of fuck-ups, what you would probably call bloopers.
Vores mægtige Lucifer har udvalgt dig til at være den udvalgte efter.
After over 3 weeks of intense work, we had finally filmed all the scenes. But now came the tricky part, at least for me, because while the others were relaxing doing whatever it is that they do, I had to edit this short film in a hurry. This meant intense editing. For a week, I probably spent 8 hours a day on it. However, if it was now, I could have done it in half the time, because at the time of making this short film, I only had a shitty 4-year-old laptop to edit on. And what is worse than that was that it was all fucked up. It lagged a lot, the keyboard on the laptop was broken, and it made a whole lot of noise. While editing, I ran into a couple of problems. My biggest problem was the audio. We had a lot of outdoor scenes in the film, and because we shot in May, and because we live in Denmark, there was a lot of violent wind. However, I found a solution to this in Adobe Premiere Pro CC, which is the program that I use for editing. Now, with half of the outdoor scenes, I had to ask the actors to dub themselves afterwards. But with the other half, I found a little editing technique that can tone down the wind by making the voices more clear. It's called high pass, and that effect really saved this production a lot. While filming, we also ran into a lot of problems with the equipment. When we filmed this, I didn't have my DSLR, and my Blue Yeti microphone would make our outdoor scenes a nightmare, because it's very sensitive towards the wind. So we used the local high school's filming equipment for the indoor studio scenes, and for the outdoor scenes, I borrowed the local youth school's equipment, which I'm also a part of. During this process, I also had to deal with angling it from the book's perspective, because it's very different to all of a sudden make a film adaptation of a book. This is because, first of all, the responsibility to make it look true to the book, but also the line that shouldn't be crossed. When doing a film based on a book, you as the creator are allowed to change whatever you want, so you can make it not match up with the book at all. But I just don't see the point in that. Basically, it's about finding the golden line, and I think I managed it quite well. All in all, we ended up with a final product, and to be honest, I'm really proud of it.